Happy Tuesday night, wrestling fans. Night one of the Great American Bash. Hashtag nxtgab. We are here, WrestlePool Live. I'm Hosier. That's Bear. Bear, what a stacked card we have for you tonight. This is what we know so far. The contract signing for week 2 between All Ego, Ethan Page, and Aura Menza. We have a 6-woman tag. Fallon Henley, JC Jane, and Jasmine Nix versus Carmen Petrovich, Sol Ruka, and Lola Vice. The women's tag team championships being defended on NXT Great American Bash. Unholy Union, Alba Fire, and Isla Dawn versus Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend. The Heritage Cup is on the line. Capiche the Don taking on Tavian Heights from No Quarter Catch Crew. And Bear, are you hashtag Team Roxanne or hashtag Team Thea for the NXT Women's Championship match main event tonight, night 1, Great American Bash? Bear, good evening, and what say you?
Good evening. I am hashtag Team Thea.
Oh, we agree!
But I'm ready to have my heart broken.
Oh, we agree. Team Thea tonight.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I think it would be amazing to put this on Thea tonight, but I know that it's not going to happen. Roxanne is just on one of those runs that it's like, maybe I shouldn't make the comparison, but I will in terms of NXT. It's Roman Reigns-esque of what she's like. She reminds
Team Roxanne right here.
No. I am 100% Team Thea. I want Thea to win the title, but I do believe that Roxanne is in an untouchable place. Roxanne reminds me of, like, this run reminds me of early Roman Reigns winning the title and starting that 1,300 days.
Saying that some other female professional wrestler may come in to try to finish or start and finish her story starting tonight at night 1 of the Great American Bash?
That would be amazing. But I do think that we might be seeing someone tonight. Because I don't think there's, as much as we love Thea and we're behind Thea and we're invested in Thea, it's not the right time to take this off of Roxanne.
Chubby, I agree. You are 100% right. So I think tonight is Stephanie Vacor's introduction
I'm with you on that.
to the WWE NXT universe. In other news, Julia's last match in Japan is August 18th.
Yeah.
Which is right around the corner from No Mercy.
Correct.
In beginning of September 1st, I believe. Yeah. So the stars are starting to align for the deepest women's division in all of pro wrestling to get even deeper, even better. And I completely agree with it. Although I am hashtag Team Thea, I do agree with Bear that I think Roxanne is going on to bigger and better things and bigger title defenses, bigger names. Not that Thea Hale is not bigger and better in NXT, because she is the little ultimate warrior, as I like to call her.
You know what's it's so funny? It's so funny that you say that, because I was literally just watching a Hogan interview where Hogan was talking. He was asked about not wanting to put Warrior over and not wanting to, and he explained it as, it's not that I didn't want to do it, but I didn't feel it was the right time for Warrior to, like, take the football and run with it. And
he was right.
And he was right. But I don't feel as though it's not the right time. Like, I think Thea would do an incredible job as NXT Women's Champion. I think she'd be a great champion. We know she'd be a fighting champion. But is it the right time for her? She's only 20.
I know.
And we're already so invested in her. And I can almost see it being that Cody Rhodes-esque story where it just, like, it takes her so, like, she gets, she had her opportunity last year at the Great American Bash and Andre Chase threw in the towel. She's going to have this opportunity this year. Like, to me, the Thea Hale win of this title has to come at Stand and Deliver in
a bigger moment.
Like, because it's going to be that moment where we all just, like, and the Great American Bash on a Tuesday night is not the time to do it.
All right, so the NXT Heritage Cup, or even the women's tag titles, are there any chances that either of these switch? Can Tavian Heights get the Heritage Cup from the Dome?
I could see it happening. I could see that one happening. Only because, not because of Tony. Like, I'm ready for Tony to. Tony needs to challenge an Obafemi. Tony needs to be in
one of the main title pictures.
Exactly. Okay. I'm ready for that. And also we know that even though Tavion's facing him tonight, we know the No Quarter Catch crew defends that as a group. It's almost like New Day defending the titles back when it was like any one of the three, they were all tag team champions. If it goes back to No Quarter Catch crew, all three of them are the Heritage Cup champions, so they're all going to defend it. So I'm like, I think it can happen because we're going to, and then also what you can do then is Tony could go, if you want to just do like an extra match, Tony can challenge Charlie Dempsey and be like, well, Tavion beat me for the Heritage Cup, but you haven't beaten me for it, so I'm going to challenge you for it, and we can do that whole thing. So I think there is a chance, but I think there's much less of a chance that the Unholy Union loses the tag belts tonight. I don't see it happening.
We have a very good 6-woman tag, but I think we need to spend a minute before we actually get to the Great American Bash and talk about the amazing moment we got to experience in Davenport, Florida on Friday night at the NXT House Show. And I'm going to say, we say this every week, and I'm going to continue to say it. Wrestling fans, if you are ever in the Florida area and you want to see an unbelievable night of professional wrestling, you have to go see an NXT House Show. They are amazing no matter where they are in the state. If you have the opportunity for $25 and pay the $25. Don't pay the $15 to sit on bleachers. Pay the $25, sit in the gold circle seat. And Bear, what happened Friday night that had the Tom Fellows Community Center absolutely rocking?
Gallus was out there, and Mark Coffey said his name. And he appeared.
In Davenport, Florida.
Listen.
At a house show.
Listen. We're sitting there before the show starts, and we're talking. It's like, what if Joe Hendry showed up? And we
dismissed it. Without a doubt, we dismissed it entirely going to the event.
There was no possible way that Joe Hendry was showing up to a house show in Davenport, Florida. And then Gallus, so Joe Coffey was facing Shiloh, and now I don't remember. The fact that I remember his first name is incredible because this was our third time seeing this person, Shiloh. I forget his last name, but Shiloh we've been to all three, April, May, and we've been to this one. Yeah. And we saw him 3 times, and each time I never remember his name. He's like a new NXT superstar that they're obviously just trying to get reps under his belt. So Joe Coffey was facing him, and they got DQ'd. And Javon Evans comes out to make the save, and then Joe Coffey starts cutting the promo and starts talking about, he starts talking about Joe Hendry making obvious to Joe Hendry, and Mark Coffey jumps in and goes, "You can't say his name." So when they started doing that, I started going, maybe he is here.
And he looked at me. It's exactly what he said. He goes, "What if he is here?"
And then they kept almost saying his name and then not saying his name, and then finally they dropped his name, and as soon as they said it, his music hit. And let me tell you something. 500 people in a gym in Davenport erupted. It was amazing. So I was super pumped. It was a ton of fun, and I just it's
go time. But yeah, what an unbelievable night. They really jam-packed all the matches they possibly could. We had a women's NXT North American title match, which was a very good match. And it's go time.
It's go time. Time for the Great American Bash. I'm going to turn the sound on here so we can get the
women. I'm going to go the 6-women tag match.
That would be a good open. That would be a good open. Hank and Tank.
Or do they start with a concert?
Oh, that'd be fun to start with the Joe Hendry concert.
I have to say it. Hank and Tank, incredibly entertaining.
Incredibly entertaining.
Some real Nasty Boys vibes here. You ever Google or YouTube the Nasty Boys back in the day, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. These two are two that we've been seeing a lot on those Davenport house shows again. They're on TV a little bit, but they're really, it just seems like these two are trying to find their character. I like the Nasty Boys comparison. I think that's really good. I think they're a little bit more comedic than the Nasty Boys, which I'm okay with. Oh geez, I don't know if you're gonna know the name, but there was I want to say a hip hop themed tag team group in WCW.
Nope.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Bad explanation. Very bad explanation. But yeah, a little bit more comedic than the Nasty Boys.
But two to definitely keep your eye on if you're watching. Nice.
That was cool.
That was very cool.
We're grilling burgers and dogs.
Why weren't we invited?
Someone's going through that.
Oh, 100%. Nice. So the women's championship will be the main event tonight.
Oh. What business does Oba Femi have in night one of the Great American Bash?
We don't have. Oh, what are we starting with? Not Oro, are we? No, that's next week. Oh, are they doing the contract signing to start?
Looks like we're getting the tag team title match.
Oh. Wow, very cool.
But not missing a minute of in-ring action means a whole bunch more commercials and picture-in-picture.
Gotta love that picture-in-picture. Metaphor. I'm very, like, this whole group, honestly, is fantastic. I can't wait to see them, like, to get their real moments to really shine. I mean, Lash Legend has really been coming out and like,
I have not watched a lot of Jakara Jackson wrestling. Probably because she hasn't wrestled.
She hasn't wrestled a lot. She has not wrestled a lot. I thought Oro was very good last week.
Yes.
Against Cedric Alexander, right? So, like, he was very good last week. Including, which I thought was great. The stripe literally just says stripe. It's fantastic. But this is not their moment.
No.
These two.
This would be an upset of epic proportions.
Agreed.
To have Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson become a women's tag team.
Agreed, 100%. I mean, I drafted them in our fantasy draft.
You did.
These two are amazing. Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, the Unholy Union.
This is how you finagled the end of the draft, if I remember correctly.
I did. I finagled the end of the draft. Got myself some extra women onto my roster. But honestly, think about it this way, okay? Let's put this in perspective real quick. Stephanie Vaquer's first WWE match is against Isla Dawn. There's a reason for that. These two are a legitimate tag team who have built themselves up, and the only problem that I have with them is the fact that we don't see enough women's tag team wrestling on the main shows.
Agreed. You are spot on, Bear. So now, looking at Mike Rome,
Yeah.
do you think the hair helps him get on roller coasters?
I'm pretty sure he's tall enough.
Oh, we're not waiting.
Nope.
Because Mike Rome's hair definitely adds 4 to 5 inches.
I mean, hey, whatever helps, right? But I do think Mike Rome is perfectly fine. He's pretty tall. Like, he's a pretty tall
But
dude.
if he wasn't, do you think the hair would put him over?
Like, I think if he was on his knees, then yes, the hair is what's helping him get on roller coasters. Or if he's sitting down, like the hair is helping him get to roller coasters.
Oh.
Ooh, almost a quick finish.
For one fall. One fall. America.
They even went with the red, white, and blue ropes this week.
Yeah. A little old school WWE.
Yeah.
Because they are a well-oiled machine.
Seriously.
They're an actual tag team.
Right. Right.
Booker's already wasted.
I would, yeah.
That's it.
I wish that we were seeing a women's tag team match on SummerSlam. These two defending the title against Kaden Carter and Katana Chance.
There's a 5-hour pre-show. There's no reason why they can't put a wrestling match on a 5-hour pre-show. The pre-show starts at 4 o'clock.
Isn't that the reason that Naomi and Mercedes walked out? Is because the was the women's tag team title was on the pre-show of like a big PLE, and they felt disrespected, so they literally like walked into the office, threw the belts down, and walked out.
Worked out well for both of them.
It worked out very well for both of them.
I don't know if Unholy Union would do that.
I don't think they have that pull, but
you can definitely end the pre-show with a women's tag title match when Cleveland Brown Stadium is full and everyone's in their seats.
Good point. Okay. You know what? I like that.
I'm not saying do it at 4:30 when there's 13,000.
Right.
But
you do it literally the 15 minutes.
6:35, 6:40. Give it a 10, 12-minute tag title match.
Yes. Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. That shook the house.
Serious action.
So we are in Orlando, Florida, or around Orlando, Florida, and the thunderstorms get serious. Wow, that was intense.
Okay.
We're still on. Yeah, we're still good.
We may lose power.
Yeah.
We may go dark. We don't know.
Giussano just texted me, bruh.
Wow. Make sure I don't have to go hide in the closet or something. No, that's insane. All right. So yes, if SummerSlam is starting at 7, and we are in picture right now.
Yes.
If 6:30, 6:35,
sure.
No reason why you can't put a big match.
I'm with you. I'm actually with you on that. Like, there's no more pre-show.
There's not even a men's tag title match right now.
There's not.
No. All the other Cody, Priest, Logan,
right,
Sammy, Bailey, and Liv all have matches.
Yes.
And then you have Punk Drew, and I think that's it.
That's the entire card.
Yeah.
We're not doing either men's tag or the women's tag. So then, like, but to extrapolate from here, like, we've seen here on NXT an incredible thing happen with the introduction of the women's North American title.
Mm-hmm.
what are you gonna do if you introduced women's IC, a women's United States title, and like the men's tag team can't even get, or the women's tag team can't even get on?
Getting to a point where certain titles are just going to be featured on their respective shows, and it's going to be very rare for a big PLE to have those titles. So having DIY main event SmackDown and defending the tag titles that way is going to be how they're going to feature those titles. And same thing with the mid-card women's titles, if they ever actually come to fruition.
Right.
Tonight, to me, SummerSlam, but with all the titles you have, how many matches do you want to have? Because then you get into...
Well, I think you're just alluding to something that I'm sitting here thinking. I think we're on the same page. The minute that all of these shows go to 2 nights, that's because I'd be okay with what you're saying, and with the women's tag team titles not being on, because I'm even okay with the regular titles not being on every PLE.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I agree.
But every single title should be defended at the Big Four.
Agreed.
With maybe the exception of the Rumble, because the Rumble is hard to do. But
Survivor Series is hard because you're giving two...
Because you got the 2 War Games matches.
War Games matches that are each going to take 45 minutes to an hour. So,
true. But when they move to 2 nights...
You think Survivor Series...
they're all going. Every single PLE, the Big Four are going to 2 nights.
I agree.
Because then you could just do War Games men on one night, War Games women. You could do Royal Rumble men, Royal Rumble women.
So you'll have both men's titles.
Yep.
You'll have 2 U.S. titles. That's 4 matches right there.
Yep.
You'll have 2 Intercontinental titles. That's 6. And you'll have 3 tag team matches.
I would be okay with saying we're only defending 1 tag team. Again, I was not for splitting the tag. I wanted 1 tag team title.
Yeah.
Let them travel between brands. I don't like the 2 tag team titles.
Yeah.
It gives people more to like on each brand, but whatever. But so I'd be okay with, because there are 2 sets of tag team titles, saying, hey, we're going to do the WWE tag team titles on this PLE and the world tag team titles on this PLE.
Yeah.
Like, I would be fine with that but it just gives all of the titles that prominence that they should have. But it would give the women's tag team title the space that they should. Because
if you think about it, when DIY won the tag titles, from Theory and Waller, they won it in the main event on a SmackDown prior to Money in the Bank in a sold-out arena.
Good point.
That is PLE level.
Sure.
WWE.
Sure. I'm with you.
Before, or having the women's mid-card title say main event, an event at the Garden or in Chicago or something of that nature. Those bigger city feels where you got a smaller setup, more people. You can also feature the mid-card titles that way as well.
I'm with you.
If they're only going to continue to do 5 matches and 4 hours of promos, you're not going to be able to constantly, like Cody, and I get it, he's the top guy, but Cody doesn't need to be on every PLA.
He does not.
It becomes too much. You know, Damian Priest doesn't need to defend the title at every PLA.
Right. He does not.
Between the 2.
Correct.
So the same thing applies for all the titles, not just the mid-card titles, you know.
Right. Which is, you know.
And this has been a very, very good match.
This has been a very good match.
Gotten off topic, but
this is the reason why. Now, Jakari and Lash have been together for a while. I would almost call them a legitimate tag team because they've been together in metaphor for a long time. However, they haven't done much. Like Lash has stepped out kind of as a singles competitor, so they haven't done much tagging together. But this is, if you have people who are together, you build legitimate tag teams, and then you put them out there and you give them time.
This is what you get.
This is what you get.
It's simple. Yet they forget. They go through large stretches of time on all their programming where they just forget that this exists, this works, and it's exciting.
Are they gonna do this? No. No. There you go, Isla. Get in there. Make that save. Oh, Lash might have had a little bit of a.
Oh.
Here we go. This is it. This has got to be the end of this.
You might be right. Yeah. Here it comes.
Ooh.
I like that move.
That's great. There it is.
Not a surprise. Lash Legends or Card Jackson showed up and showed out for sure. They need more time. Please.
They need more time.
NXT, WWE, give these women tag teams more time. All right, Lash Legend, turn on her now. That's it. It's what they do. They did it to JC Jane and Gigi Dolan for no reason.
Just breaking up tag teams when you don't need to.
They broke up DIY, right? Them two had a great rivalry after they broke up. They had some great matches, though. Gargano and Ciampa.
They had some great matches. Yeah. But I still like DIY better.
I agree. And I want JC Jane and Gigi Dolan back. Legit tag teams. You don't need a lot of them. What is this?
Is this Ethan? Yeah. He's going to force him to do the signing now.
I don't know. Ethan, you've been talking a lot of junk. You got pinned twice.
Could you imagine that they did that? That would be the upset of the year.
That would be incredible. Oh, we're getting another roll up. Third time he's been pinned.
I love that they've been doing this. It's fantastic.
Oro's going to send Ethan Page into a tailspin.
See the guy in the black shirt sitting on the ring post?
Yeah.
He was one of the security guards on.
He was.
Is Brooks standing? Brooks is standing in the background.
Post Malone.
That was great.
Uh-oh. Another match. That's a nice jacket.
Seriously. Capiche? This is fantastic.
All right. They have a future here.
They have um they need to put them on TV more. They are incredibly entertaining. They you know who they
See, now DIY defending against the Tonga brothers
on Friday night.
SmackDown.
And the women, and Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are defending against Jade and Bianca. So I get it. Like they're doing it on the big shows before. Okay, but then but those are the men's SmackDown tag titles.
Yeah.
So when do you defend the men's Raw titles? Are you going to do it on Raw right after, or do you do it? They didn't do it last night? Like
no, they did not.
So how do you give those titles that big PLE feel? But I forget what I was going to say about Hank and you know who Hank and Tank remind me a lot of? Early Otis Heavy Machinery. I don't know if you remember, Otis was a part of a tag team back in the DIY, like early and FTR.
Name, but I can't.
Otis was part of a tag team called Heavy Machinery. I forget the other guy's name that was in it, but it was another real big guy. And they were great. Like, they were a ton of fun. Hang and Tank remind me a lot of that tag team. Yeah. So if you get a chance, go back and watch some Peacock and watch some NXT old episodes on watch some of those. But like, arguably, if you look at the top tag teams in the WWE, and not just in the WWE, but in pro wrestling right now, there's only a couple that were not produced via NXT. So DIY, NXT Tag Team Champions, they were in the end of that black and gold era, right? Like we had FTR, we had DIY, we had at that point it was American Alpha, Chad Gable and Jordan
the Vaudevillains or whatever there.
The Vaudevillains were Heavy Machinery. Like we had some incredible
Viking Raider experience.
War Machine, as they were called at that time properly. But those tag teams were incredible, and now look at where they are. Like in terms of when you think of the top tag teams in the world right now, like outside of the Usos, who do you have? DIY's tag team champs.
FTR, you have the Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks is the only one that hasn't really gone through, like that is out there right now. That is still. Because there's a lot of tag teams that were in that era, that black and gold era, the end of that that are no longer together, i.e. Alpha, American Alpha, Jordan can't wrestle anymore, unfortunately. FTR, we haven't seen them on AEW TV, and well, I think they're on Collision, so that's why, like, plus we don't watch AEW a whole lot, but like, outside of War Machine is hurt, they're not Viking Raider experience, so like, that pure black and gold produced some incredible tag teams, and WWE still has them. They could probably get FTR back. Please talk about a tag team that could come into NXT and just
tag team that can come into WWE and unite the titles if they're going to go back to.
That would be amazing.
They don't go back. They've outgrown.
All right. So that's going to be a great match.
Yes. Insanity.
Yeah, they're doing so many more of these like talk show. Like Sammy's got his.
I don't know if it's him or if it's a documentary about him that they're presenting, and they're doing it like with real commentary.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
At least we finally got an explanation of what's
Yeah.
going on with him. That's going to be a T-shirt soon.
Figure it out. 100%. Pete Dunne, I've always been so high on Pete Dunne. He can be an absolute mega star if they just
That's what they're doing right now.
100%. This is going to be a great match.
Ooh, okay.
You know what's funny? We talked about it last week a little bit, I think, about like people complaining about Trick's wrestling.
Yeah.
This is a match that will expose him. Pete Dunne is an incredible, like, he is a pro wrestler. He is a, like, you need to get in the ring and be on Pete Dunne's level.
Yeah.
And so if Trick is not ready, it will 100% expose Trick.
Looks like we're getting that next week. Forget about it.
Capiche?
Flipping tokens to Boken, eh?
That's a great shot. WWE's getting so good at this stuff.
So are they better heels or baby faces? Don.
Great question.
Oh, that's right. New rule: 6 3-minute rounds, 20-second break between rounds, 2 out of 3 falls. So what do you think? Better baby faces, better heels for the Don and the family.
Better baby faces.
Yeah, you find them entertaining.
I do. I find them entertaining. I won't. When they first started and Tony was a heel, I wasn't a big fan. Like, and I know people that today still really even aren't big fans of Tony. They feel like it's a little too quote unquote gimmicky, you know, like
Yeah.
And I can see that. Like, I'm not a fan of him wrestling in velour tracksuit pants. But, you know, to each their own. And I just, you know, I like them better as a babyface. I could get more invested in them.
Really started for me at Stand and Deliver.
Yeah.
He was in the world title match, and they had the brass nuts for him, and he turned it down. He's like, no, I'm not doing it that way. I was like, okay. The change is upon us. Because leading up to that whole feud with Ilya, they were.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, they've been hot because when they were tag champs, Stacks and Tony, they were straight babyface.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when they were tag team, they were straight babyface. So they've been hot and cold on that side for like going back and forth. Tony is also, I think, the family is also the way that they've kind of been built in NXT is they're a group that can kind of be either side wherever you need them. just because of how they carry themselves and what they do. So it's funny, people talk about in wrestling all the time, like there's this blurred line between there's no more heels and no more baby faces, right? Because we as fans just want to get invested in whoever we want to be invested in. So, I mean, there still has to be somebody that we cheer for and somebody that we boo.
There has to be an antagonist and a protagonist.
100%.
Otherwise, it's not a story. You need that type of stuff.
But maybe that's why Tony and the family haven't really risen, because they're so versatile in being able to either be a protagonist or an antagonist that it's kind of like you could put, like, maybe it's confusing to people, and that's why they haven't really risen to that, like, that level of a Bloodline or a Judgment Day. But you've got two serious, like, real wrestlers, like, not like pro wrestling, but like amateur wrestling background, in the ring, who have done really, like, which could prove, and I mean, so far so good, like, but it could prove to become a very, very good match just because of the athletics of these two. I think of someone like a Dolph Ziggler, not Nick Nemeth now, who is like that, where he just, that athleticism from that background, he could literally wrestle anyone.
Yeah.
All right, so first round, and I'm just going to end here with no decision.
Looking that way.
Can we see, like, this type of thing on the main roster? That would be awesome.
Like a Heritage Cup? We've talked about that. It would be cool.
Having some sort of, like, trophy with these kind of rules. You just think about, like, the Ren. You think about, like, the influence of Japanese wrestling on NXT, and this is like the Heritage Cup is big proof of that, where, because look at the trophies that they have to carry to the ring every, the G1 trophy, the Super Juniors trophy, the World Tag League trophy. Like, they have a lot of trophies in NJPW, and you see, the Heritage Cup is kind of that representation. So I would like to see that on the main roster. What would we call it, though? What kind of championship? Like, that's the other thing too, right? Like, on the main roster that I want to see is like a massive tournament, like a G1.
Yeah.
So, like, what kind of tournament? And what would we call it? It can't be called the Heritage Cup because NXT's got the Heritage Cup.
I don't know. I have no idea. That's a question that ponders more thought than
the Smeritage Cup.
He did what, his cup?
the he did what, his cup?
I've watched all the Cars movies, and that is the only line that I will ever take away. Is the he did what, his cup? Well, we've talked about in so many episodes ad nauseum about our desire for, like, a World Cup of wrestling in WWE with all three brands, and how amazing that could be. And I still say you do it from after the Raw after Mania, you start it, and you can run it. God, you can let that run for
Till Survivor Series.
I mean,
or to SummerSlam.
It will give more wrestling matches more meaning.
Sure.
When you have that.
Sure. Well, look at what.
Round robin,
Right.
group stage,
Right.
to a tournament. Heck, the group stage can feed into the king and queen of the ring.
Well, look like proving this.
that.
100. That's actually a cool idea. I didn't even think of that because I was just gonna say, like, look at what they did. King and Queen of the Ring means so much more because they've got their title defenses.
Stage, you get to the tournament, and then you're going on to SummerSlam to get
Right.
your respective title match.
So you can run that
you would
Raw after Mania
until
King and Queen of the Ring at the end of May.
What was just recently? What PLE was last?
Money in the Bank.
SummerSlam.
Money in the Bank.
That time frame.
That'd be
There's
cool.
plenty of TV time to do it. You can include 100% brands.
100%. That actually would be really cool.
Oh God, man! I know we've talked about like when they do NXT Japan or NXT Mexico and we get these global.
Right.
You got more than enough talent to do it now. You put 64 people in.
Oh, 100%.
In however many groups you want.
What I like most about what you said is it gives regular TV matches so much more purpose.
Yes.
It's not just having wrestling on to have wrestling on.
Yeah.
Like it gives those matches on a Monday night, on a Friday night, so much more.
Expand it too.
Sure.
I mean, house shows.
Right.
Live on X or their social media.
So that was proof of concept of tournament working, right? Because I'm an idiot and I didn't realize, but I was like, oh, I don't think Speed is working. Speed, is getting like 1 million views every week.
Doing great.
And that was an entire tournament.
A 3-minute match.
And it's a 3-minute match. Imagine what you could do tournament-wise. Again, this is, in my opinion, where
we are done with round 2.
And still no
pinfalls yet. So still 0-0.
Sorry. No, that's okay. But NXT we've talked about as being their experimentation place. Yeah. This is where they go to try things. They could do a 32-person tournament in just NXT and try the tournament and see what it's like and see how does it work and what do people actually get interested with the tournament and and then run that especially because so for example, NXT doesn't have a lot that happens between Rumble and Stand and Deliver. You have Roadblock. I don't think you have any PLEs that happens between the Rumble weekend.
Something for Valentine's Day.
Vengeance Day.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh.
Ren is incredible.
There you go, Ren.
I will say them adding 100%. Them adding Ren to this group has actually made it more interesting.
Oh boy!
Wow!
There it is. There it is.
There
you go, Ren.
1-1.
The ultimate motivator. Tavion was like, "Cut me, Mick."
Here comes the end. This is going to be a quick finish in this round too.
We are now in round 4.
Yep. Round 5.
Round 5. Okay. Oh, the pinfall ends the round. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. Could Tavion Heights be what they were hoping Gable Stevenson was going to be?
Yeah, talk about a lot of hype and no. I wonder what went wrong there.
Ooh,
nice.
Late kick out there, Tony, but you kicked out, unlike Damian. Damien, take a note.
Ooh.
Come on, Tony.
I'm kind of rooting for Tavion here.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. Wow.
Tony retains the Heritage Cup. Okay, we got the 6 women tag. One thing I will say, we talk about.
Are they outside of Culver's?
They are. They 1,000% are outside of a Culver's.
Culver's mushroom double burger. Yum. Yum. God, really? You're holding a sword in your house?
I saw a meme or somebody talking about like how 100% somebody on the internet has named Carmen Petrovic and Sol Ruka the Surf Ninjas.
Oh my God, yes.
Did you have to punch the phone?
Honestly. At our house show that we went to Friday night, he was facing
Tony.
and the crowd started chanting Post Malone. It might have been a kid in the back.
He does look like Post Malone.
He does look like Post Malone. Well, that's where the whole Post Malone thing comes from.
He's also very much giving me Raven vibes.
Yes. Yeah.
Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not sure yet. But
overrated Harry Potter. Yeah,
wow.
I said it.
Don't let Diasani hear you say that.
Hopefully she's not watching.
She definitely isn't. We have 0 viewers.
Coming from the guy who swears by Space Rangers and light and dark side, but I'm just saying.
What?
Star Wars.
Space Rangers.
Yeah, right.
You're the Star Wars fan.
It's a space opera.
Star Wars is a space opera?
I think that's what George originally called it, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That I never knew. Coming from the not Star Wars fan.
So what do you think is better, Star Wars or Harry Potter? He-Man.
Pirates. Pirates is way better.
I've still never seen all those movies.
Indiana Jones.
Big Bang Theory ruined Indiana Jones for me.
Oh my goodness, that
episode ruined Indiana because they're right.
Yeah, they are right.
They're right.
They are right. 100%.
I went back, and when I first watched it, I went back and I was like, oh my God, they're right. That's it. This franchise is ruined. Damn.
Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory is the worst.
That's why I watched the entire thing 4 times.
I know. But yeah, I think I would say Pirates is definitely better than both because they're pirates. Pirates are cooler.
No.
You know what actually existed? Pirates. You know what didn't actually exist? Wizards or Jedis.
I don't know.
They're fake.
No Jedi are fake. But Sith Lords are not. Can I introduce you to your daughter?
Oh, well, okay.
All right, so far, no title changes. Women's, nothing surprising.
Nothing surprising.
Things are going exactly how we thought.
But good matches.
Good matches, yeah.
And so one thing I am not a fan of these themed shows. To me, most of the time,
Well, because we were severely disappointed when we watched the last one. Well,
yes, Spring Breakin',
Spring Breakin'.
because it was just another Tuesday night. It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't anything like, okay, there's. It's not like a PLE where there's more of a reason to watch it.
Yeah.
Feeling very different about this so far.
Yes.
We've gotten a couple of. We got an Ethan Page promo. We got the intro from Hangin' Tank. We've gotten some promos to set up the matches.
Yeah.
But we haven't, like, we've just gotten some really good wrestling, and also I feel like we've gotten matches that are above the level of like a normal Tuesday night.
But on these stands, if you want to make them feel special, stop with the impromptu matches.
Yeah, like it needs to be a set card.
You could have set this up, or you could have set this up for next week.
Right.
Because right now you have the NXT title match, you have Dunn and Trick Williams. That's what
Right.
we know so far.
Right.
You could have easily set this up.
100%. Could have said, I'm with you. Like, stop with the, I'll see you tonight on like a theme.
NXT overkills this impromptu match thing.
Oh, good point.
They do. They do it. There was one Tuesday where there was like 7 matches, and we do 3.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and it was just a bit much.
Like,
Sean, I know it was your birthday, and you're feeling bouncy, but for crying out loud.
yeah, slow down a little bit.
Yeah, like, all right, we get it. Spontaneity and surprises are cool, but after a while, it's like, really? There's enough tonight for me to process without any surprises.
Right, I'm with you.
We are totally in the U right now.
Yeah, that's, at this point, like, what time is it too? It's 8:48. We're in match 3, or are we in match 4?
This is match 3.
So, and we have how
6 women tag, the contract signing, and the NXT women's title match.
As long as we don't have any other
no other
impromptu matches.
Yeah. We're going to start an over-under on impromptu matches every week. On NXT. A little prop bet. Take coins from your daughter's piggy bank, put them out on the table. We'll start that.
Start doing dollar, do like the Super Bowl.
The way your predictions go.
Yeah, I'd be broke.
We'll start with pennies.
Oh, we got Sean Spears coming out, wearing a very Mr. Miyagi black jacket.
Or is it the other guy? Not Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi's Karate Kid, right?
Yes.
Who's the villainous coach?
I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
The sweep the leg guy.
Sweep the leg!
Man.
Tell
you what, next week after week 2 of Great American Bash, we are staring No Mercy in the face. We'll be like 3 weeks.
We are. No Mercy. Great point. So the question will be, how much do we see set up to lead up, for like what seeds do we see planted for No Mercy from a Great American Bash?
I think we're setting something up tonight for the women's title match quickly with whoever wins. And I agree with you, even though I'm Team Thea. What you said earlier makes sense. I think we're going to see something quickly set up for her next opponent.
Yeah. And I like Stephanie Vakor coming in tonight would be great. And it would make a ton of sense to me. Ooh. Two. Ooh. That's a Michinoku driver. Not a Uranagi.
Not a Uranagi. Michinoku.
Uranagi.
Ah. Kicking the mush.
Vic Joseph.
Or Vicism. Kicking the mush.
Kicking the mush.
He was also the one who said flippy and floppies, right?
I think he said flippy floppies. Flippy dippy.
Oh. They're going to have Cedric lose 2 weeks in a row?
To a leg drop?
Nobody loses to a leg. Nobody does lose to a leg drop. Well, yeah, a lot of people lost to a leg drop. Hogan's leg.
Well, yeah, but different time, right? We've got much cooler moves now than a leg drop.
No, same moves, just weird names. The ergonomic. Come on, Post.
He's about to hawk to a.
Whoa, whoa. Oh. You don't have to sweep the leg, Sean.
Oh, Brooks. Was that what you were aiming to do?
No.
Wow.
Okay.
Cedric with the
I'm not
win.
expecting Cedric to win this.
No, definitely not. This couldn't feel good at all. Watch his leg.
Oh. So you have a lot of cool new moves, but then you see stuff like that, and you're like, "Are these cool new moves worth it?"
I mean,
give me the DDT finisher.
Oh my
Jake
goodness!
the Snake DDT finisher.
Bouncy.
I like Javon.
Oh, I love Javon.
But we know who he is.
Booger. Sucker.
We all did, Javon. High school was full of that or NWO. Well, you're doing it.
Oh, when are we getting the Joe Hendry concert?
Well, we have that too. He walks into the light. I love him.
We're gonna get a commercial, but we're gonna get the concert. What the heck? They haven't. They will be starting in January on Netflix.
What's the other show called? SmackDown moves to USA September 13th.
Dang, they're moving early, huh?
We are staring that in the face. So USA for Monday and Fridays for a few months. Our dream has come true. Everything will be on one show. So the beginning of October, and then CW. We have to actually find the CW.
Yeah, we gotta find the CW. Why couldn't they just put NXT on Netflix too?
I don't know.
That would have been sick.
It's coming. Everything will be on one.
One day, we can dream of it.
Not soon enough, though.
No.
All these darn different channels. All these darn different shows.
All right. Halfway through night one of the Great American Bash, we're about to get the Joe Hendry concert. I wholeheartedly expect to see Gallus coming out for this and doing some sort of interruption, which means that we'll probably get set up for a match next week. Hopefully they'll throw all of a sudden we got an impromptu Joe Hendry match tonight. You know, like give that a week to breathe. Let's see Joe Coffey and Joe Hendry next week. But yeah, halfway through, 3 matches down. We only have 2 left.
Yes.
And the concert and the contract signing. We'll keep it at 2 matches.
Please.
Do the concert, do a match, do the contract signing, do the main event. Give the matches time.
Hard out 10:10 p.m.
10:10? Man, it's crazy.
You know there's going to be an overrun. There's always an overrun for NXT. They live in the overrun.
Geigo can cover an accordion?
We're
I don't
putting an accordion off on this commercial.
I don't own an accordion. Should I own an accordion?
Need more instruments?
I only have one.
No.
I have a drum set.
What's behind you?
I got a bass guitar over here. I got another guitar back there too.
Yeah,
all right.
I think there's one over there too. We only have one. Yeah.
There might be.
One that we can see.
None of them bother you.
But you have them. And I tried to be in your band years ago to play the triangle, and you wouldn't let me.
That's a good point. There's a reason for that.
Because I can't play the triangle.
He's got no rhythm.
None. 2 left feet and wooden legs. That's my
wow. 2 left feet and wooden legs.
No rhythm. No rhythm at all. Well, I could talk wrestling. I could talk.
I mean, can you? I don't know. Somebody let us know if he can actually talk. Oh, we getting a treehouse segment?
Oh, here comes another impromptu match.
Ooh. I love it. I love it. It's time. I believe. He's even got his own mic flag. That's right. Hendry took his job. That's a nice guitar, too. We do.
We do believe in Joe Hendry. That should have been done already, Joe.
Should have been done. Hold on. Yes.
We the people.
Greatest WWE concert ever. Simply because Booker was in a kilt. This is fantastic. Very well done, Joe Hendry. Very well done. Thank you for that.
All right, cue up Dallas's music.
100%. Oh, there's Gallus.
Dallas denying the people what they need.
Are we gonna see Javon come out make the save? We saw Javon make the save for Shiloh on.
Yeah.
So.
What do they say? Gallus boys always on top.
Dallas boys on top. Women's. Ooh. Ooh.
Jada.
Ooh. Jada Parker with the
Just randomly in a warehouse to walk by.
I mean, you've been talking about it specifically with Jada for a while about her need to be inputted into the women's championship title. So, as much as we were expecting Stephanie Vakor tonight, could we possibly be seeing Jada make after the end of the?
I would love that. She is totally ready.
Oh, 100%. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's got to be
the library.
It's got to be tied.
It's got to be tied.
It's got to be tied.
I love tied. High tied.
I got to figure out how to turn these things off.
The thumbs up things?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing them, but I want to now. All right, now the stream's gonna end. Good night, everyone. Bears by the computer.
But I also don't know if it's I don't know if it's a what's it called? I don't know if it's a StreamYard thing or an OBS.
Is it a reaction to what we're saying? Because
no, it's not. It's like us. It's like you hold it. See, for some reason you're not getting it.
I don't.
It hates you.
Yeah.
And if we do 2 thumbs up, fireworks.
Ooh.
But I don't know if it's an OBS thing or if it's a StreamYard thing. I think it's a StreamYard thing. I just don't know how to turn it off because it's getting annoying.
Fireworks.
I gave you a thumbs up.
This is ridiculousness. All right.
Fireworks. Here. All right. Hold on. Wait.
No, it's okay.
All right. Go ahead. You try now.
All right. Here we go.
Why is it only seeing one thumb? What do I do? I got thumbs up.
All right. You know what? Back to the wrestling. This is ridiculousness. I deserve fireworks.
You deserve all the fireworks, Michael the Hosier.
We've had 3 good matches.
3 very good matches.
Very good matches. One hell of a promo vignette from Mr. Pete Dunne.
Yes. Concert I thought was great.
Concert was funny. Definitely set up stuff for next week with Pete Dunne and Trick, and now obviously we're going to get something with Hendry and.
I sure hope so. We're getting that. I 1000% hope that we are getting.
Hopefully a 1-on-1, but we saw a 6-man with Gallus and Joe Hendry and
Shiloh and Javon.
OG Downsy.
Yeah, so they might pull a thing of like, oh, go find 2 partners, and then we'll get a surprise. And one of them might be Javon, and then the other one Probably
Also,
not Shiloh, but
first time I've ever seen a Treehouse segment on NXT.
Treehouse on
It looks like we're
NXT.
getting an NXT tag title match next week. So next week's shaping up to be
That would be
even bigger than tonight.
The question would be, is MSK, and this might be, like we kind of talked about, we didn't have any surprises tonight with the title matches, and I wholeheartedly don't expect a Thea Hale win. So I also don't expect Oro Mensah to beat Ethan Page next week for that title.
I agree there too.
And if we do get an Obafemi defense next week of some sorts, which we don't even have set up yet, again, not expecting. The only titles that I'm like, ooh, this is a good chance to change would be the tag titles.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. This is the smart way to do this too. Not wasting time, like going to the ring to do the signing.
Is he talking about himself or someone else?
No, he's talking about himself. What match is this? Is this a 6-woman?
Yeah. Or it's not.
Because the 6-woman is Soul, Carmen, and
Lola.
is this Jada? Yeah, there's no TM. So this was an unannounced match.
NXT's calling card.
Not that I'm upset about seeing Jada Parker, but like, why?
This is what they do.
We really didn't need this match.
Yeah, we do. We just don't need it unannounced tonight. Which will end at 2 in the morning this SummerSlam.
Didn't we do this match on Friday night too? Who did Jada? No, Jada wrestled Adriana Rizzo, right?
Yes.
Kendall Gray wrestled somebody.
Wasn't she in the tag match?
She was in the she was in the 6-woman. It was Kendall, Brindley, and Lola versus Jasmine.
Yeah.
Yes, Jasmine, JC Jane, and Fallon. Stupid Olympics.
The triathlon, which is your favorite event, was postponed for dirty river conditions.
Again? Well, wow. I knew it was postponed because of I think their practice runs in it were postponed, but the actual triathlon was
I
postponed.
believe so, yeah.
Crazy.
I know how much you look forward to watching.
Can't wait. Cannot wait. Because
one of those events sounds terrible. 3 together is disastrous.
Hi, swim really far. Cool. All right, now bike really far. Oh, okay. Now run. Why? Why do you hate me? Don't get it. And it's all really far. It can't be like, hey, swim real close.
The length of your bathtub.
Seriously.
What would the wrestling triathlon be?
Why?
So they're like
so it'd be a regular match to start. It'd just be a match.
It'd have to be a 60-minute Ironman match.
Why do you hate them?
Well, it's a triathlon. They're swimming like 12 miles.
No, so it'd be a regular match to start. Start off easy. The 60-minute Ironman could be first of all, okay, a 60-minute Ironman is basically the triathlon. It is the triathlon of professional wrestling.
Are you comparing? All right, we're gonna let this up.
Because to do 60 minutes in a wrestling ring, are you kidding?
All right, so slightly less than a mile swimming. So that'll be the opening match. 25 miles on a bike.
Why?
It's got to equate to a 60-minute Ironman match.
And then
a 6.2 mile or 10K run.
So, what do you want them to do?
Ironman ladder match in Hell in a Cell. The wrestling triathlon. This girl has unbelievable strength.
Seriously. And here's the end of the match. What is Kendall Gray's background? I don't know.
I don't know, but all of a sudden she's everywhere.
Yeah, good point.
Kendall Gray is definitely on my wrestling triathlon team.
Wow. Jada really might be the full package. She might have she's so far she's got such potential.
She does. Notice that leading up to that NXT North American Women's Ladder match.
Yeah.
That round table promo, whatever they did, you started to see it there, and even a few weeks before that.
Go on.
That's why we don't have nice things. Did it spill?
No, there wasn't anything in it. It just dropped.
And then week after week, she comes out. The attitudes increase. The wrestling's getting better. The promo work's getting better. The whole look.
Yes, that's she's got everything.
Aww. Keep the towels away there, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go right into the 6 woman?
I think so. Yeah. 600. Oh, look, it's Fallon Henley.
This is very Mickey James. Did Fallon not get the red memo?
No. Different parts of Texas. Houston and Dallas, I guess. Red and whatever. I don't know. I'm not making any sense. I just want to talk into a microphone.
Just likes to hear the sound of his own voice.
I really do. I think I have a great voice.
It's velvety. Dynamite drop in, Monty. Broadcasting school is really paying off.
My velvety voice. So maybe there'll be 9 more matches, correct? Maybe this is a 3-hour show.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? I mean, I have no problem with that if I was prepped for it.
Yeah, I want to be known. I want to know.
I want to know these things. I don't want to just have it thrown at me.
Wrestling is.
Capiche? But yeah, this is their thing. Like just throwing.
Just like, hey.
Good match. Don't get me wrong. Like it was Jada Parker, Kendall Gray, great match. Like good match. But like, I do think like, was it worth? That was maybe a 5 to 7 minute match. Was it worth giving them 5 to 7 minutes that you could have given to this 6-woman tag match that you've been building? That you've been, that could have had more time to tell more of a story, or even more. Could that have been 5 to 7 minutes and you could have given Thea and Roxanne and really let them go out and really give them 35 to 40 minutes? Like, so
I'm with you.
Like, yeah, like I would have been cool if we were literally starting Roxanne and Thea. Like if we were doing Roxanne and Thea entrances right now, and then they got a solid 35, 40 minutes, it would have been dope. But instead,
we're going to get this match. We're going to get a promo. We're going to get a vignette. We might get another match. Obafemi was here.
Yeah, we saw. So we haven't heard from him all night.
Something from him.
If we're going to see Gallus and Hendry next week, we have to get a promo from him to set that up.
The women's main event gets 7 minutes.
We've done the contract signing. There was another thing that was supposed to happen, like vignette wise, that we knew was coming outside. No, maybe it was the concert.
Yeah.
So.
All that to say, give the main event some time, please.
Seriously, don't give the main event 15 minutes. Not on a regular Tuesday, sure.
Tonight?
It's Great American Bash.
Minimum.
Now we have to see the Olympics commercial.
I'm going to do my own photos.
No.
That's how I sound when I say it.
Wow.
They are not fun.
Dang. Here comes the first half of the Surf Ninjas. You can't stop thinking about it now, can you? And here comes the second half of the Surf Ninjas.
Funny. Is there a backstory to the sword?
Yes, but I don't know it.
I need to look it up.
Go ahead. That's what Google is for. That's cool. That's funny, Fallon. You can't surf.
So she's a black belt in karate. She defected from Bosnia during the war to Canada.
Oh, interesting.
Became a black belt at the age of 12. Journey led her to a gold medal win at the Canada Games, as well
Dang.
as another gold at the Commonwealth Karate Championship. So
she would actually murder me.
Yes.
Like
without the sword, and someone calling her the Beauty and the Blade.
The Beauty and the Blade.
I much prefer Surf Ninjas.
I like Surf Ninjas better. She was she just debuted a few months ago, and she was with Natty when she debuted.
Yes.
This is that kind of like she was only with Natty for a little bit, maybe a couple of months, and now she's like obviously out on her own, whatever, not under, which like I have zero problem with attaching a talent to like a younger talent to Natty's not old, but like a veteran talent.
Yeah.
But the eventual goal is to let them go, which is like the exact opposite of what AEW does. AEW is like, let's attach a younger talent to a veteran talent forever.
Forever. The endless relationship of Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho.
Until that talent retires, i.e. Darby Allin and Sting.
I really just think that they forget that they're paired together. So there's no reason to break them up because Tony Khan just completely forgets, oh, we put them together.
Good point. I know you're all in, like, you like the whole mask thing. I don't like the mask thing that JCJ. No. I think it's dumb.
I don't know why she's wearing it, but I like the homage he pays to Cody Rhodes' mask.
Yeah, I still think it's dumb.
No making you happy.
There's not. There's no making me happy.
There isn't. I know it would make you happy. Photoshop with the Surf Ninjas.
Listen, Surf Ninjas, it's just fun. Like, that's like,
I don't know, Beauty and the Blade, whoever came up with that.
that is very cool. Like, that is very but Surf Ninjas doing good stuff right now.
Surf Ninjas are definitely riding the wave together.
Whoa!
Oh, here we go. She's boogie boarding. Uh-oh. Jesus.
What was that?
And that was a horrendous camera angle for that.
Seriously. That was crazy.
So now we have an NXT men's title match next week.
Yep.
Something was over. We know it's coming. We have a tag team title match
next
week. All we need now is Kalani Jordan.
That's the only thing that hasn't been defended on Great American Bash is the women's North American title.
It's going to happen at Bash at the Beach.
Which will be the third installment. At least Halloween Havoc is not one of these theme nights this year. It's getting its own
PLE.
Which Great American Bash was its own PLE last year.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't this themed 2-week event. So interesting why they decided to do that. But Halloween Havoc getting its own PLE, I think, is great. The only thing
that'll be the first PLE of the CW era, so I'm gonna.
Good point.
That's going to be massive.
I would hope so. The only thing that I don't like is I would have liked to see it tied to Bad Blood. Kind of like what's it called was tied to Money in the Bank. What was the PLE they did in Toronto? They just did it. Heat Wave was tied to Money in the Bank. They just did it.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to just see it tied to Bad Blood and on the Sunday night after Bad Blood, which is October 1st or 5th or something like that.
Great question.
So maybe they just thought it was too close to No Mercy to do that because they're doing No Mercy September 1st.
It's the week after. I think Halloween Havoc is the 13th or is it the end of the month?
No, it's the end of the month. It's the 27th.
October 27th. You are right. It's the end of the month. Okay, cool. Like the traditional WCW Halloween Havoc.
Oh, being at Halloween. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. What I looked at our Twitch stream. Twitch. We're streaming on Twitch too. If you're there, if you're not there, well, obviously you're not there. Oh, there. Look,
there we are. Hi, us.
I can't see that.
Jasmine Nix is another one who has just really started getting real wrestling time.
Very good point. Very good point. Yeah, she is just getting.
I mean, even from the first time we went to one of these live house shows, she was just in the corner
of JC Jane.
And
yeah.
now she's.
Which, okay. To go back to our point of why they broke up Toxic Attraction, they've JC Jane is going back to being a tag team competitor with Jasmine Nix. So again, why break up Gigi and JC? It makes no sense. Come on, Surf Ninjas. Dang, Lola.
All right. A little short.
Little
Bounce
short.
the ball before home plate there. Surf Ninja number 2. All right.
That was good. That was fun. Oh, we have one viewer because I'm watching us on Twitch. I was like, oh, we have a viewer. I was like, oh, because I have us on Twitch.
Hey, Fallon sells a super cake.
It's your favorite thing.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, with the perfect plex.
Wow.
That was the one wrestling move I used to do on all my friends.
The perfect plex.
Yes.
It's a good one. It's an underutilized. You know what's another under? I was just talking about this with Jamie Stanley. That dude, Jamie Stanley. Thez press. I love a Thez press.
The hell is a Thez?
You don't know. That's the Austin used to throw them. That's the one where guys coming off the ropes and you like jump up and you just like boom.
Oh, okay.
Like
John Cena used to do that.
Cena does like the shoulder tackle.
Okay.
Thez press is like your whole body. Like it's almost like it's like a cross body without doing this, without crossing. Yeah, it's like just a straight up and down.
I know that one. Okay, yeah, no, John Cena does do the shoulder. You're right.
And a good Thez press is something we don't see in wrestling anymore. And I kind of like. I was always a fan of that. I don't know why. I just like that move.
I don't know if I would want her kicking me. Knowing her background now.
She would actually murder me.
Indeed.
Ooh.
There you go.
Okay, Jasmine.
Oh. That's it.
Wow. Okay.
That was a very good match.
Very good match. Oh, why are you kicking her afterwards, Fallon?
Because that's a new Fallon Henley.
That is the most athleticism we've seen from Jasmine so far.
Yeah.
So very cool. That's okay, Surf Ninjas. You'll get them next time.
There'll always be more ways to ride.
Oh.
There it is. Wendy Chu.
All right. Well, it looks like we're not getting any more like impromptu matches.
Oh, the night's not over. We still got 2 promos and over Femi yet.
I really hope not. It's next, okay? It's next.
Listen, I like Big Joseph, but he also said kick the mush. So.
Oh, we getting a Becky Lynch doc? Ooh.
I think Becky Lynch will be a legend, but like you said about the Miz, not yet.
Not yet.
If you're running out of people, stop the show for it.
Seriously. And I mean, also, like, are you really running out of people?
People that will do it.
I mean,
next year is going to be A&E legends, Mike and Chris.
I'm just like, I'm trying to understand, like, why.
You have to pull up videos of me doing the suck it chop in 10th grade.
Yeah, we're
a science teacher sitting there in like dark with a distorted voice complaining.
Well, listen, I mean, if that is something that, you know, is going to happen. I mean, listen, if we're going to be on it, if we're going to do our A&E like legend biography, that's going to have to be included. Like, we can't not include that.
Oh, no, we're going to get your brother Tom involved.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
All right, are you still rolling with the U? Are we still hopeful?
Well, I mean, no, yes, no, yeah, no, yeah, I don't know. I'm here. There we go.
I'm here.
I want Thea to win.
Yes.
I want that to happen. I just.
It's not time.
It's not time.
It's not time.
Thea is not the person to do this right now.
Yeah.
And it's not a big enough stage. Yeah. Like, again, like I said at the beginning, Thea is a big deal.
Yeah.
Thea is a main eventer. But I want her winning this title
on a bigger stage.
100%. So I don't expect this to happen because, and if it did happen, I wouldn't be upset, but also, like could you imagine being in an arena 15, 16, let's say stand and deliver.
Yeah.
15, 16,000 people and 1, 2, 3 and new NXT Women's Champion Thea Hale. The people would blow the roof off that place. The pop would be huge. I just Hey!
All right.
I just saw a TikTok the other day of like ranking. It was like rank the crowd reaction 1 through 5, but you don't know what the next one is. I forget what I did 3, 4, and 5, but 1 and 2 were Daniel Bryan winning
WrestleMania 30
and Kofi Mania. Kofi beating him at WrestleMania, whatever Kofi Mania was. I don't think that compares to Daniel Bryan. So those were my top 2 compared to the other 4. I forget what they were. They weren't like anything. None of them were the Dolph Ziggler cash in.
That has to be. That's
number 1 for me of all time. That's like, but none of them were the Dolph Ziggler cash in. I'm trying to remember what they were, but I think the Thea Hale, I say that to say, I think the Thea Hale win is on the level of the Kofi Mania, Daniel Bryan, like the reaction that it's going to get.
The yes movement. Power of the fans, baby.
We have 2 people watching us now. Oh, we do.
We do.
Somebody comment Diasana. What did she say?
Yo.
What up? What up, Wi-Fi?
What up, Captain?
I mean, at what point? Like, we're obviously getting Joe Hendry next week now.
There it is.
So there it is. At what point is he no longer a TNA star and he's just an NXT like
the Jordan Grace thing when his contract is amended?
I mean, it's like they're using him every week.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure TNA is fine with because it's getting them so much exposure. Like,
Yeah.
But they're literally using Joe Hendry every week. This isn't a crossover anymore. This is Joe Hendry's on NXT.
Yeah. This is a premium live level card.
100%. Oh, okay. So we are going to get this next week. Did they announce anything Obafemi? I missed it if they did.
No, it's coming. Wait, we still got time.
That actually happening would be great.
Okay, or not. Here we go.
Nobody's doing thumbs up. Why is there thumbs up happening on them? That's what I'm saying. Like, I got to figure out how to get rid of that because it just keeps happening. All right. It is 9:51. If they give this match 7 minutes, that's a sham.
10-10. It'll be 10-10. We have Booker. We do it weekly, Booker.
Weekly.
All right, Mike Rome, do your thing. Come on, little warrior. She had to remind us that she was a two-time champion.
2 times. Wow.
I think I'm older than both of them combined. Might be true.
20 and 22.
Yeah.
So 42. $9:53 was bell time. So we'll see how long this match actually gets.
Oh, come on, ref. Let them fight.
Let them fight. Let them fight. Let them fight. Nobody gave thumbs up.
There's someone else in here giving thumbs up. The ghost of wrestling past.
Oh my goodness.
Where's the cinnamon? I don't want to listen to the announcers argue over who's one step ahead. It's the main event, the women's title. You guys are arguing. It's our job to argue.
That's right. Don't put your thumb up. The thing will go off. All right, this should be the last commercial break. But yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see if
what?
If they're gonna do this, if they're going to. I'm interested to see if we're really going to 10-10 again. 9:53 was bell time. Even if they go to 10:03, because that's normally their run over is like 10:05, 10:03 to 10:05. So if they go to 10:03, and they only gave this match 10 minutes,
that's a shame. A travesty.
100%. 100%. Like, how wrong on their part?
I'm happy she built a forest and a house in this community.
What Diasano wants to do. He wants to build a forest.
She does. It's already started. Roxanne is just annihilating.
Which was expected. Roxanne has really slowed down this match, really taking the advantage away from Thea Hale. You know, Thea would love to keep the pace of this match high action, and I have nothing else. I'm done.
The longer the match goes, it definitely favors Roxanne, having been in this moment many times and in a lot of these types of matches.
All right, 9:58.
Come on, Thea.
Don't take that, Thea.
Come on, little warrior.
There you go, Thea. Come on. The world's smallest slam. Officially 10 o'clock. Let's see how long the run over actually is. You got to catch her, Roxanne. Wow. Ooh.
She kicked out.
She kicked out.
Remember.
Ooh. Pop rocks? Nope. Very nice. Wow.
Come on, Thea.
Come on, Thea.
Oh, nice counter.
Very good. Who she thinking she is? Brock?
World's smallest slam.
I love that.
F2.5 would be her finishing move.
Don't tap, Thea. Don't tap, Thea. There you go, Thea.
Oh, couldn't get her over there.
Ooh.
Come on, little warrior.
Wow. Wow. All right, we are officially at 10:02. Here comes raking the eyes.
Just curse, Vic. You know you want to.
There you go, Thea. Ooh! Center of the ring.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh. I think we're gonna get a tap out from Thea Hale here. I hope not.
Don't do it, Thea.
Don't do it, Thea. Back to the Kimura.
How much more can this arm take? Break the arm.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, they okay. I thought they were about to do it. Come on. Don't let Thea tap out.
Well done, Roxanne.
Pop rocks. Ah.
That's it. 11 minutes.
What a match.
What a match for 11 minutes.
For 11 minutes. I still wish they had double the time.
I agree. Sometimes NXT less is more, and even though we complained when there's less is more, but on matches like this, less is more.
Wow. What a main event to week one. I will tell you this, Ethan Page and Oro Menza have a lot to live up to next week.
Get that. Kalani Jordan and Tatum Paxley have a lot to live up to.
Good point.
To continue the momentum of the women's division.
Poor Thea.
I'm still Team Thea.
I'm with you, Thea. So that is it.
That is it.
No big surprises.
None. But we now know who our women's champion will be heading into No Mercy.
That's right.
So
the question is going to be who is the challenger?
Who is the challenger? So next week, Ethan Page and Oro Menza NXT Championship. Kalani Jordan Tatum Paxley, the North American Women's Champion. Joe Hendry versus Mark Coffey. And Fraxium, as we will call them.
Fraxium.
versus MSK for the tag titles. And that's just what's announced.
Right.
We know that there will be 9 more matches.
Yeah.
Going into
Great American Bash.
That is 3 hours right there.
Night 2.
How they do.
100%. That is a 3-hour PLE. No problem.
Absolutely.
You could give each of those matches 20 to 25 minutes, bell to bell.
Yep.
Like 100%, and it would.
And they should.
And they should. But.
Oh, well, Great American Bash.
Great American Bash Night 1. I thought a lot of really good wrestling. We didn't get a ton of we got some promos and some things here and there, but.
Hank and Tank, tremendous.
Great job. Thumbs up. All right.
I quit.
Well, Great American Bash, those NXT guys, WrestlePool. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for watching. We will see you next week. And remember, WrestlePool for life.
Acknowledge him. He's coming.